and today we are taking you to Breakfast at Tiffany's at the Tiffany Co. Fifth Avenue Flagship store, which is also the original location where the 1961 movie Breakfast at Tiffany's was filmed. And here you can see a little clip from the movie in the lower left corner where Audrey Hepburn is looking up at the big clock on top of the main entrance, which we just captured here as well. Now, before we are heading inside, make sure you like this video and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. 3, 2, 1, all done? Perfect. Let's go. Alright, now let's head inside to see what the main floor looks like. Absolutely stunning what we see here already. Now, Tiffany recently finished their store transformation and they reopened in 2023. So everything you see here is brand new. Now, my guess is that on the main floor they are showcasing and selling their most popular jewelry such as necklaces, rings, etc. What do you think? And there in the back you see two highlighted kind of displays. That's where they are showcasing very special necklaces, such as the reimagined World's Fair necklace. The windows on the left and right side are obviously not showing live scenes from New York. My guess is this is an LED installation that features an animation of New York surrounded by a calm sunset or, like cute pink clouds. And FYI, those gorgeous flower bouquets, I checked those and they are real flowers, so this is super impressive. And here you can see one of those special necklaces, the reimagined World's Fair necklace that I mentioned earlier, highlighted in the special case. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know you are here for the Breakfast at Tiffany's experience, so let me take you to the elevators at the back of the main floor. We are going up to the 6th floor where the Blue Box Cafe is located, but just so you know, the Tiffany Co. Fifth Avenue flagship store stretches across a whopping 10 floors.
Okay, then we are 6th floor. When we are ready, take care.
Apart from the Blue Box Cafe, you can also find the Tiffany Co. home, along with the Tiffany Baby collection on this floor. Here you can see fine china in the iconic Tiffany blue color, plates and glassware. Now, the Blue Box Cafe is located all the way in the back, and you can already see the hostess in front of the entrance waiting for guests, and as you can see, quite a few people are already hanging out in front of the entrance. And let me tell you, getting a reservation was and still is so difficult. That's how popular this place is. And we made it to the Blue Box Cafe right on time for our 4 p.m. reservation. Don't worry if this walkthrough is a bit fast. We are going to explore the entire cafe after our tea, so stay tuned. But just in case you are already wondering, yes, those cubes on the ceiling are little Tiffany boxes. Really cute. Now, this was my table. I really liked it because I was able to observe the entire cafe from this viewpoint. And it was really fun to watch people and just the general hustle and bustle, see what other people ordered. So I really liked it. First up, I got a wet hand towel to clean my hands, which was served on a small plate and it smelled a little lemony. And I also got a much needed refreshing glass of water. Now let's take a look at the Blue Box Cafe menu. On the first page we see the Breakfast at Tiffany's variety, which includes a plain croissant, which Audrey Hepburn eats in the beginning of the movie. Then there is a seasonal menu, desserts, and beverages. Now, obviously, I'm here for the tea at Tiffany's, so that's what I ordered eventually. And I chose the white tea. You will also receive a larger beverage menu, which you can see right here. But I was fine with the tea that came with the afternoon tea selection. Once I ordered, I looked around a bit and noticed that the ladies next to me, who, by the way, were really nice, ordered burgers and fries. So I also wanted to capture this real quick to show you that you can also choose other delicious dishes besides the tea menu at the Blue Box Cafe. The tea arrived quicker than I was able to pull out my camera, but here it is. Again, I opted for the white tea, which was a little fruity but not too overwhelming. And the tea comes in a little sprinkled Tiffany teapot and was very, very tasty. Previously, when I showed you the menu, you could see that they were offering a glass of champagne in addition to the tea variety. And that's what I did. I opted for a glass of rosé champagne, which is my personal favorite. As I was refilling my teacup, the tea sandwiches, scones, and sweets arrived on a two-tiered tray and a little plate on the side. And here it is. Look at this. It looks absolutely amazing. Now, at the top of the two-tiered tray, we have the sandwiches. And at the bottom are the cookies and pastries. And as I mentioned, the scones are placed on a plate next to it. Now, I'll give you a moment to take in the deliciousness, but don't go anywhere because we are going to take a closer look at each item in just a little bit. Alright, let's grab the first item. This is a chicken curry and mango chutney inside a crispy shell. It was good, but to be honest, not my favorite. Rest assured, I ate it regardless. It wasn't terrible, just not my favorite. Now, this was my favorite by far. It's a little smoked salmon bagel with, I think, capers in the center and a little bit of dill on top. I absolutely love salmon, and the capers just gave everything the right amount of zest. I really, really enjoyed this bagel. Absolutely delicious. Up next, we have a cucumber, dill, and cream cheese sandwich. I love all the ingredients, especially cucumber. I think cucumber makes everything taste super fresh. However, the sandwich could have been a little bit more flavorful, or maybe my taste buds were still expecting something more salty after the bagel. That could be as well. Off to the next sandwich, which is a mixture of egg and watercress nested in a toasted slice of baguette. It was really good. I enjoyed the mixture of ingredients. It wasn't too heavy. It was a nice little refreshing sandwich. And the last tea sandwich on the two-tiered tray is a corned beef, cheese, mustard, and pickle sandwich. This one was very savory, which I really enjoyed, and the combination of the beef, cheese, and mustard made the sandwich extra delicious. Time for dessert! I'm a real sweet tooth, so I was looking forward to trying these little gems. The first item I grabbed is a coconut rocher, basically a madeleine with coconut. And as you can see, its consistency was perfect, not too dry, really, really yummy. Next, we picked a cannelé, which always looks like a miniature cake in my opinion. It's a French pastry with a vanilla custard center and a dark, thick, caramelized crust. The crust is so thick and gooey that you can't slice it open with a knife, so I had to take a bite to show you the inside of the cannelé. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Now, the dulce de leche eclair, which is basically a caramel eclair, was probably my favorite. There was not only cream on top of it, but also in the center, which made the whole eclair burst with flavor, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it actually. I know I'm teasing you by not grabbing the little blue pastry here, but I thought I'm going to save this one as the final treat. Instead, I chose to pick the pistachio succès cube. I'm not too sure what goes into the little treat, but just knowing that there's pistachio in it is enough for me to like it. The pastry is surrounded by a layer of crispy chocolate and topped with pistachio cream. Definitely second best. Moving on to a dark chocolate and raspberry cube, which is also surrounded by a layer of dark chocolate and tiny little crispy flakes. You can see the inside is a soft mix of chocolate cake, and the raspberry sauce on top of it gives it a fruity fresh spin. This one definitely belongs to the top 3 pastries. Very, very delicious. Off to the next treat, which looks like it's served in a little egg cup. This cup is made of white chocolate and filled with fruits inside. I'm not too sure about the top layer. Could be cream or cheesecake. What do you think? It tasted very fresh and wasn't too sweet. I wish I would have saved this one as my last dessert, and you'll know why in just a moment. The final pastry I know you've been waiting for. A little Tiffany blue colored treat, which even I couldn't wait to try. But unfortunately, it was the least tasty sweet of all. Essentially, it's a rather dry madeleine covered in a way too fatty tasting, I don't even know what that was supposed to be, chocolate? It was a little disappointing, but I guess you can't like everything, and maybe one of you will enjoy it. Overall though, the breakfast at Tiffany's Tea was a great experience, and I enjoyed the little tea sandwiches and sweets so much. At this stage, I was full though and couldn't try the scones anymore, so I asked the staff to pack these for me to go, which they did in this cute little blue box cafe bag right here. Then I wrapped it up, paid the bill, and now it's time to show you the rest of the blue box cafe. We are starting the walkthrough from the farthest end of the cafe. I asked if this was a special area, but they said no, it's just a little more seating space. Personally, I enjoyed the main room much more, but I guess if you're looking for more privacy, you can definitely ask if they have a table in the back room. As you can see right here, each table is surrounded by blue and striped chairs with the Tiffany Co initials. And as mentioned earlier, the little cubes on the ceiling are Tiffany boxes in various sizes and shapes. Now, since there were no people sitting at the back table at that moment, I took the opportunity to show you the view on Fifth Avenue. And in a moment, you can see Central Park and also the iconic Plaza Hotel. If you're a subscriber of this channel and watched a few videos already, you may have seen our afternoon tea at the Plaza Hotel video. If not, I highly recommend you to check it out because it may help you decide which tea experience is the right one for you. Both are fantastic, but if you'd ask me, I probably prefer the Plaza Hotel afternoon tea a little bit more. As we are walking towards the bar and finalizing our walkthrough through the cafe, I also wanted to share one more background information on the Blue Box Cafe with you. Its grand opening was in November 2017, but it was closed in 2021 for renovations of the Tiffany Co flagship store. The cafe then reopened again earlier in 2023. And while it was already tough to get reservations before it closed temporarily, it is now more popular than ever. So if you want to get the Breakfast at Tiffany's experience, make sure to plan ahead because there is a 30-day waitlist. And that concludes our afternoon tea at the Blue Box Cafe. For the way out, I have decided to take the stairs this time, so if you want to see the other floors, stay with me. There's also a really impressive statue coming up that you don't want to miss. Now for the commentary part, I'm leaving you right here, but I hope you enjoyed having breakfast at Tiffany's with me. If so, please like this video, leave a comment, and most importantly, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Every engagement from my little community here on YouTube makes me happy, and I'm looking forward to welcoming you to the In Love with New York family. And with that, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!